So I bring a hat. This is a fancy rifle one. It's got a sweatband. Sometimes I wear it under my helmet. I take it with me in case I go by a gas station or something while I'm on a ride, so I can take my helmet off and not look nasty. Bike tool. I've had it for years. It's old Crank Brothers M19. It's all rusty, but it still works fine. They're pretty cheap, 20-30 bucks, but they're invaluable when you need them. I put that old piece of tube around it just to keep from it rattling around. But it's got everything you need besides a blade. Sometimes you need a knife, but you could spring and get a stainless one so it wouldn't rust, but it's fine. And there it takes care of the blade. That's a Leatherman Wingman. They're okay, you can bring whatever, but I really like the pliers because it's got me out of a bind more than a couple times when something was to the point where you couldn't get a Allen key in it. And one time I wrecked, my rear wheel came out on an older bike and bent my rotor, and I was able to bend it back and take one of my pads out and at least finish riding the ride and ride home. So I like to carry one. They're a little heavy, but you know, whatever. A CO2 with no inflator apparently. I don't know where it is. I may have lost it, but it will just get air back in your tire quicker than a hand pump. And a trail map of a trail that I don't ride a lot, but if they have them at the trailhead, wherever you go, just grab one. I usually roll my money up in it so it doesn't get gross and lost. And then a hand pump. That's a Crank Brothers Sterling. I don't think they make it anymore. I put a little rubber band to keep it from opening, but it works great. It'll work on Presta or Schrader. So if you're riding with buddies who don't ride Schrader valves, you got them covered. Just simple, shove it on whatever you got, lock it, pump it. It's awesome. I don't think they make this one anymore, but I think their new Click pumps have them. I just like Crank Brothers. I've used them forever. A saw, I carry it most of the time. This is just a Harbor Freight job. I think they're $6. Or if you got a coupon, or you can probably get one for $4. I don't know, but they're worth it. They'll take, you know, anything that big around and down, you can take care of it in just a couple minutes and get it out of the trail for you if you ride there a lot, or the next guy, and just being a trail steward. I take a pressure gauge because sometimes I like to drop pressure during a ride, especially if it's wet. It just seems like I ride a 27.5 plus bike sometimes, and they're kind of particular on how they feel when you've got too much air. So it's important to know and run the same thing every time to get the same ride feel. I don't know, I just always have. And a shock pump. I normally carry a shock pump. Just I like to make adjustments every once in a while, and if you don't have it, you can't do it. So I always carry one. That's a RockShox when I cut the little tab off so it fit in my pack a little better. It's old though, but it works fine. It's great. Zip ties, you never know when you'll need them, and if you don't got them, you'll need them. So I always take them. I always take a $20 bill, some gold dollars. If you get feeling crappy and you ride off the trail and can find a machine somewhere or a gas station, you know, you're good. If they don't take check cards or something, you're covered. Glasses case, because I ride with glasses. I always take it. Put my extra GoPro battery in it, and a lot of times I'll keep a lot of the tools that rattle around stuck in there so they won't rattle around. And some mix, that's just Gatorade with a little salt added to it. That's what I've always done. And Roctane for emergencies. If I start feeling really bad, I can down it and I'll feel better in about 10 minutes. My blood sugar tends to bottom pretty quick. And that's just a cheap kind pack from Amazon. I like that it's got... Sorry, my battery died. I just use a cheap hip pack. I think this one costs 15 bucks on Amazon, maybe 20, I don't know. But I've had it for a while, it's fine. I like it. It's got a dedicated phone pocket that's like kind of felt lined. You can keep whatever in there, but it's got a couple little mesh pockets just to keep stuff organized a little better. And I usually keep my gels in the front and sticky packs if I've used them, so I don't get everything gross. But that's if I was going on a bigger ride, I'd carry more. If I was just, I don't know, going somewhere where I know I'm not going to get a flat, I would probably carry less. But I always carry a tube strapped to my frame no matter what I'm riding. I keep master links taped to a cable. Just, they're there. If you need them, you got them. If you don't, you don't. But you won't even notice they're there. But I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And name's Dave. I hope you come back.